Hi guys, welcome back again. I thought I'd do a little update on the SRX 200, which I think I posted when I first got it about 6 years ago. That was when it was stock. Let's turn these lights down a little bit. But straight out of the box there was issues with it because it's got dual motors. Got one for the main blades and one for the tail rotor, and the problem was it used to fail, and sure enough in flight I had it recorded at the time I was flying it. The tail rotor failed and spiraled out of control, crashed, and so we just adjust it a little bit. Spiraled out of control, crashed, and then I ended up luckily having it on video and showed it to the shop. The shop showed it to Horizon, and Horizon just basically replaced it with a brand new one. So it's not a new helicopter. I've had it a while, but since then I did the dual ESC upgrade. So rather than just having the one ESC on the bottom, just turn the light on that a little bit. I've now got two ESCs, one strapped to the other. So I added a 20 amp Afro opto ESC to run the tail motor separately, and it runs, since I've done that, it flies so much better. Put out the box, these are underpowered. You have to go into your settings, I can't remember how, but you turn it up to 200%, and that gives you the full power. It comes with an 800 3-cell battery, but I started running it on a 450 because of the weight, but still got the same flight times out, but them batteries are now dead, so I'm going to start running it again back on these new batteries that I've got, 40C 800 batteries. So just a little bit of a run round with it. I've done a couple of upgrades. I got the Rakon heli full upgrade kit. I did put everything on the Rakon heli carbon fibre body, but when I started to fly it, for some reason, I don't know why, I thought the shaft might have been bent. There could be several things. You get the toilet bowl effect when you're hovering, and it was just juddering all over the place, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. So I took that off and reinstalled everything back onto just the stock plastic chassis, apart from I kept all the upgrades. So I've still got the Rakon heli swash plate, Rakon heli main gear, Rakon heli shaft, blade holders, Rakon heli boom with the fins, and the supports as well. These are the standard skids. I've just painted them yellow. They just need redoing again because they're starting to chip and come a little bit. The paint's come off a little bit. So still got the standard servos and everything on it. And then I got the Rakon heli Canopy, which is a lot better than the standard crappy plastic one that come with it. And I also added some lights. I did have a full light kit on it. I had one on the boom and one underneath as well, but since I've done them upgrades, I've since taken them off. Them blades are a little bit loose. I could probably nip them up a little bit. Let's see if I can do that now. So I did all that, flown it a few times since, and it's just an amazing little helicopter. You've got 3 flight modes, 1, 2 and 3 obviously. First flight mode is basically for beginners. Second flight mode is what I fly it on. It gives you more pitch and manoeuvrability, and I also turned up dual rates on the servos. And then you've got your third flight mode, which is like your not so much 3D mode, but this helicopter does do loops, and you can pitch it over and go upside down and do a roll that way, or you can do a loop the loop that way. So I do that, I get high enough, do that, and then I flick it back onto 2 to self-center itself, because it's got the AS3 technology. The servo in it is a AR636H AS3X. So yeah, that was good, and I think I remember I had to do some sort of splicing on the wire to plug in to run the dual motor. So I'll just give it a quick plug in and see if the lights actually come on. I've not got the radio with me. I don't know where the radio is. Let's just see whether it should come on. You'll see it do all the business trying to self-center itself. I just recently replaced the tail fin, because that was all split probably after hitting the grass. That would usually spin up, but I think it's because it's not got the radio's not turned on. But you can see we've got the green flashing light on that side, the red flashing light on that side, just to give you a bit of orientation if you're a little bit far away and you're not sure. But I love this helicopter. It's an amazing helicopter. So I'll just sort of give you a little bit of an update on that. Hopefully, today's Friday, hopefully on Sunday I might be able to get out and see if I can get a little bit of footage flying it, so you can see what it's like in the air. But there we go. I absolutely love this helicopter. It is really cool to fly. So yeah, I'll go ahead and see if I can get a bit of footage on Sunday. The weather's a bit blustery at the moment, so I tried to get some last week, but the wind was just too much, and I just couldn't lift off the ground because it was just blowing it all over the way, sideways, and God knows what. So yeah, so we'll see how it goes on Sunday. Hopefully we can get this out, get a bit of flight footage, because I don't think I've really got any flight footage other than it crashing. So there we go. That is the Blade SRX, the Blade 200 SRX. Keep posting, and I will post a video of it flying. So thanks for watching. See you soon.